Hi, my name is Chip Carmack, and I'm a real estate advisor and a certified probate expert here on the East Coast of sunny South Florida. Today's video is about how long does it take for probate to close? How long? The two main questions for this are how long does it take for the probate to actually close after the real estate is sold? And secondly, when do I get my money? Most people want to know when they're going to get their money in this process. So we'll talk about both of those questions and answers right after this. Welcome back. These are probably the two most asked questions regarding probate and real estate, and the estate in general. The answer is surprising to most people, but it usually takes about 6 to 8 months. Usually it's a minimum of 4 months because there's a notice to creditors that takes 3 months. So usually the fastest it can go is about 4 months, but it usually takes about 6 to 8 months to go through the process here in Palm Beach County and in the state of Florida. Sometimes it can go a year or even more depending on how much conflict there is within the family. Be sure to tune in to my video on how to avoid conflict within the family. It could save you a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money. So, but back to this video, 6 to 8 months is about what you can expect. It might go a little bit longer than that, but that's generally the rule, even when we've had adverse conditions like COVID-19 and other things. So the courts seem to be moving along pretty good. So expect about 6 to 8 months before the probate is actually closed. Getting back to the question of what happens once probate property closes. First, I would get the house or condo prepared, marketed, and successfully sold. And then once that sale happens, the closing agent would get a closing statement sent to me and to you and all parties, and I would send a copy of that closing statement to your attorney so he can move along with the rest of the probate process. The remaining length of the probate process will depend on the complications of the case, how complex it is, and how backed up the courts are, but it also depends on how quickly you get items to the attorney that the attorney needs. And it also depends on the other inheritance, if there are any, and how quickly they move, and everybody is basically on the same page and nobody's dragging their feet and moving towards the common goal as quickly as possible. I recently had a dream case where there were 4 siblings and they all were on the same page and got along. A couple of the siblings helped with paying of the monthly bills like the electric and the HOA so that things could go on and there wouldn't be any issues with liens and etc. And a couple of the siblings helped with cleaning out the condo so that my crew could get in and we could get the condo looking its absolute best and ready for pictures and marketing and get it sold for a quick sale. And we did. We got it sold within a couple of days for top dollar, and the family was able to move along with their work, family, and their lives, and it was a joy to work with them. A shout out to the Mead family. I love you guys. It was absolute pleasure helping you guys. So, after the property sells, what slows things down normally? The main thing is that in the filing of probate is a notice to creditors. The notice to creditors is filed in a local newspaper for 2 full weeks. After that 2 weeks, we still have a timeline of 3 months or 90 days from the notice being first filed until that period is up. Once that 90 days is completed, then the court can move forward with the probate. The court will not close probate unless all debts and expenses are either settled or paid or satisfied in some way. So that's the main holdup, and is the reason why I say it takes about 4 months at a minimum for probate to close, but it's usually more in the 6 to 8 month period of time. An important note about holding back funds. Some attorneys may suggest this. I think it's wise, but the reason you might want to hold back some funds is because some surprise expenses could pop up in the next 18 months to 2 years. For example, Taxes will have to be filed for the decedent or the person that passed away, and you definitely don't want to have a shortage and then need to have money to pay the expenses, because good luck trying to get money back from money that you've already given out to all the inheritance. So you don't want people looking to you to pay that and expecting you to pay that when they've already been paid. So the wise idea would be to hold back some of the funds, explain why. There might be some that don't like that, but it is the wise idea, and I would consult your attorney about that. Well, that concludes our video this week on how long you can expect the process to take after the probate real estate sells, and also about how long you can expect to wait in order to receive any expected funds from that probate process. I hope that you found this video to be helpful and useful, and if you would, please subscribe down below. I don't ask for my own ego. The reason I ask is because Google and YouTube, which are owned by Google, they use an algorithm which mathematically calculates who watches videos, how long they watch videos, and whether the next person might be interested in the videos, and also will suggest other videos to you based on whether you like this video or not. So the subscribe button helps others as well as helping you and me in helping others. So if you would, if you're interested, you can click on the notification bell, and what that does is it will alert you every week when a new video drops. I promise you that I will not stalk you or haunt you. This is not my purpose with these videos. It is merely to help people by giving you as much information as you can so you can make the best decisions for you and your family. So hopefully you have found these useful and helpful, and we'll tune in again next week. Look forward to seeing you. Be safe and be careful.